I've read it 3 or 4 times, so where you at on yours? Okay, so for real. My wife is getting out of Young Living. Actually, it's not my wife, it's this person on Reddit's wife. So that's what they said. My wife is finally trying to get out of Young Living. Link will be in the description below. And I was covering this today because it's important to understand different people's perspectives and why they do things and have a reasonable response to things. Provide the other side. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so at the time of this video and posting, there's about 32 comments and 65 upvotes. And this person, or husband, said, unfortunately, to do so, she has to pay $50 and it can take up to 4 weeks to process. What a freaking joke. Alright, so these are costs to cancel. Alright, interesting. Edit 1. Apparently I learned the $50 is so she can transfer her downline to her sister. Okay, so she has some people in her organization. My wife will pay the money because she feels bad asking her sister to pay it. Well, if you're canceling yourself, you should pay for it. That seems... Anyways, she's very sweet, and that's how she got in this mess in the first place. Okay, so she's not taking any responsibility for their own thoughts, words, and actions, so I mean, it's somebody else's fault because you joined a network marketing company. Anyways, nobody had a gun to your head. You know, let's be real here. He goes on to say, not wanting to disappoint a friend. Okay, so people pleasing. Okay, alright, here we go. Not based on your needs and goals as an individual with your own health, or as a business owner, or part-time, or earn your products for free. Okay, you know. Alright, we're going to continue. He says, ultimately, if $50 gets me out of the MLM... Better watch your mouth. That's all I know. He says, and my wife is happy about it, I'm concluding that as a win. Alright. And then you got some comments in the description area below. I mean, what is going on? Somebody says, wait, you need to pay to stop working for them. And then there's other comments that says, if she just stops ordering, her account will go inactive. She should not have to pay anything. You know, there's a lot of comments in here. So you can check those out with the link in the description below. But what are the learning lessons of this? Number 1, if somebody is interested in joining a network marketing company as a customer or as a distributor, it's important to know, like, and trust the person, product, and company enough to make a purchasing decision, which it seems like they did enough, right? But they did so on people-pleasing terms, which is what they're saying, and that for me feels like an excuse. But at the end of the day, we should also, in addition to all that, take responsibility for our thoughts, our words, and our actions, whether something turns out well or something doesn't turn out well, because at the end of the day, the common denominator in all the problems that we've experienced in our lives is us. We either allowed something to happen, or we had our hand on it and kind of pushed it or pulled it in one way or another. That's a key thing to remember, and I think a lot of people don't do that because nobody wants to admit wrongness. Nobody wants to admit that they could have done something better, and a lot of people don't even like, you know, giving or receiving constructive feedback. It's all just somebody else's fault, and they play the blame or shame game. And that's not a very mature way to go about stuff. This person, this husband and her, need to take responsibility for their own actions, all of them, and their words, and realize that if it wasn't a fit, then it's not a fit, and not trying to push that on their sister or you know, venting on Reddit. Like, seriously, like, I mean, I'm only sharing this with you so you can learn best practices and mistakes to avoid. And both of those, in this case, are going to be a lot about taking responsibility for your own thoughts, words, and actions. And if I sound like a broken record, it's because it's not done enough. I think a lot of people just don't want to. I got all that, besides the Bible, from this book, How to Solve Your People Problems, which is based heavily in Proverbs. And this talks so much about having self-awareness, having empathy, having humility, having reliability, having responsibility for our lives. And I think that's so important as it relates to people, right? How to solve your people problems. Whenever there's going to be people, there's going to be problems. Surprise! Some people, I think, go in naive, like thinking, oh, it's going to be handshakes and hugs and skipping through daisy fields with business endeavors and personal endeavors and anything else, you know. So it's like, no, there's gonna be problems. We got to work through them, you know. That's you know, try to communicate effectively, be open to constructive feedback, you know how to handle deconstructive feedback. These are really important. People, I mean, I get it, it's not really taught in schools. I would say not taught in schools, and people aren't reading these books. Link will be in the description for this, though, and below, so you can focus on personal development and becoming a better version of yourself. And I think that's just really important. Otherwise, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you did. Share this video with somebody that would benefit from it. And most importantly, if you haven't already bought this book, make sure to buy it. It will change your life if you actually read it from start to finish and apply it to your life. If you've already done that, congrats. I've read it 3 or 4 times, so where you at on yours? Okay, so for real. All right, other than that, I'll see you in the next video.